Hey, hello everybody. Welcome back to another live coding session on YouTube. Today I am going to discover the next generation of Laravel Spark. So Spark has been around a long time. It's like the starter point for your next SaaS, or like Taylor says, for your next big idea. So previously it was more like a Laravel starter kit, which was great. It's now called Spark Classic, I think. So I used it and it worked well, but it was kind of hard to customize. And I think it only support for Stripe. And this next generation Laravel Spark has support for Pedal as well. So in the video last week, I showed you how to sell products with Pedal. And just yesterday, the Laravel team released this next generation Laravel Spark with support for both Pedal and Stripe. So I bought a license yesterday, and today I am going to start a new Laravel project and try to integrate the Pedal version of Laravel Spark. So let's go to the terminal. Right here I've got a new Laravel 8 application. Here it is, Laravel 8, latest version, and it's completely fresh. The only thing I did was enter my Pedal credentials, but I'll show you that in a minute. So let's go to the Laravel Spark documentation. Getting started. So here's a nice overview, introduction with the support payment providers. So you can choose between Pedal and Stripe. Let's go to installation. We can install Spark with Composer. So let's do that. To get started, installing Spark, add the Spark repository to your application's Composer file. So let's do that. Let's go to the editor. Composer.json. And maybe below require dev. Let's add the repository. And then we need to add either Pedal or Stripe. So let's go for Pedal. Add it to the dependencies. And then we need to hit Composer update. So let's do that. Composer update. And normally it would ask me an API key to verify that I bought a license. But I already set my API token so that I don't have to show it to you in this video. So you can find the token stuff, of course, in the documentation. And then once the package is installed, we need to run the Spark install command. So let's do that. PHP artisan Spark install. And it's installed. That was quick. And then we need to run artisan migrate. But I think we need some kind of authentication first. So in the introduction, which I mostly skipped, it says we need something like Jetstream or Breeze. So I will go for Breeze this time. Let's see. Composer, require Laravel Breeze. And if I remember correctly, we need to install Breeze as well. So PHP artisan Breeze install. And then we need to run npm install and run dev. So now it's going to install all the Tailwind dependencies and JavaScript stuff. I think it's based on Alpine. So it's doing this. Let's go back to the Pedal documentation. Installation. So the last thing we need to do is run PHP artisan migrate. I think that's it. So let's give it a second. Let's go to the configuration. Yeah, it's still running. So Spark configuration. Let's see. There is some kind of Spark configuration file. There is. What do we need to set? The environment variables. So we need to specify a currency, a locale. There's a new pedal sandbox, which I think was released this week as well. And then there is the pedal vendor authentication. So this stuff I already did. So again, so I don't have to show it to you. Yeah, so npm is done as well. So we have to run migrate. That was the last step. So we've got a users table. This is the brief stuff. And now we've got the subscription receipts table as well. So let's go to the database. Yeah. Here they are, the new tables. So let's copy this to the environment file. Maybe over here. And let's swap US dollars with euros. And I'm fine with English. And let's take a close look to the Spark configuration file. So there is a billing path with some middleware. We can specify a brand logo and a color. Prorates behavior. This is where we specify our plans and the billable user model. Oh, that's it. All right, let's see what happens next. If we've done this, yeah, of course, we need to install the pedal webhooks. So if you watched the video from last week, we've set up pedal webhooks because pedal is sending us notifications about subscription statuses. So you can start a subscription as a user, and whenever that payment succeeded, Pedal's using webhooks to inform us about it. Let's go to Pedal. So this is my Pedal dashboard. And within developer tools, webhooks, I need to change this URL because this is the URL from last week. So we go to the terminal and then we run expose. Yes, that's allowed. So now we've got a public facing URL, this one right here. So our demo project is accessible from the outside, and this seems to work. So back to the documentation. What is the URI? Spark webhook. Oops. Pedal. Spark demo, Spark webhook. This seems fine. So save changes. And those have been saved. Let's close this one. Oh, there's a section about local development as well. So you can use expose or ngrok, whatever you like. Configuring billables. So we need to use the billable trait on the user model. Let's see. App. Oops. Models user. And here we need to include billable. Spark billable, I think. So the Spark billable trait uses the cashier billable trait. And now we've got all kinds of new methods. So that's something to worry for later. I think this is all customization. I don't think we need to do this. But who knows? So let's go to the subscription plans. I think that's interesting. So in the pedal dashboard, I've created a few products in my catalog. I've got my course from last week. And I've also got some subscription plans already installed. So I've got a Hobby, Essential, and Premium subscription plan, which all are monthly billed. So let's go for the Hobby project, or the Hobby subscription, and let's add one that we can do yearly. So Hobby yearly, maybe. Billing interval yearly. And maybe this is priced at $90. Save plan. And I think we need to copy these plan IDs into the configuration file. Yeah, that's fine. So let's copy the Hobby monthly plan ID into the Spark configuration file. This one. And then the yearly one, which I just created. And let's change the name to Hobby Plan as well. And let's refresh the page. I'm going to create a user. Oh, in the wrong order. And remember, this is all Laravel Breeze. And I think we can now swap dashboard with billing. And here we are at the new Laravel Spark billing app, because this is separate from your own app. Let's see what it's monthly, yearly. So there's no price yet. Why is that? There's no price yet. Maybe I did something wrong in the catalog. Oh, I think it's because I changed it to euros. So let's go to the environment file and swap euros with US dollars again. Maybe that's the problem. No, that's not the problem. What if I hit subscribe? Something went wrong. Log file. You don't have permission to access this resource. All right, there's something wrong with my pedal credentials. Let's see. I'm going to do this on a different display. So you don't see my credentials. Alright, I need to read the documentation again, because I did something wrong, clearly. I've installed the package, I've run Spark install, I've migrated the database. Then we can continue with Spark configuration. And then I did something wrong right here. Of course, the use pedal, blah, blah, blah. Maybe it's because I didn't set sandbox somewhere. Is that a thing? Maybe if I change, where was it? In the environment file. Maybe if I change pedal sandbox to false. Oops. Let's remove this. No, it still doesn't work. So that's not a problem. Let's see if I set these correctly. Yep. Yep, as well. Yeah, so these three are fine. So something is not really working. There is a Spark service provider as well. This one. So maybe I need to include this one in the app configuration file. No, it already did that. So this is running. That's not a problem. Testing, nope. Well, that's strange. Webhooks are... Let's check the routes file. Well, that shouldn't be a problem either, right? Route list. Yeah, we've got Spark Webhook set up. Something else is wrong. Maybe I need to check my pedal ID manually. So let's go to developer tools, and again, I am opening this on my other display. Nope, the authentication code is still valid. Maybe I did something wrong within here. No, because the error says I don't have access. Laravel.log. You don't have permission to access this resource. So it's trying to generate a pay link for a subscription plan. Maybe I don't need to add a subscription plan, but a product. And maybe Spark is handling the subscription stuff. Maybe I got it all wrong, so let's see. No. The monthly ID and yearly ID identifier should correspond to plan identifiers associated with a subscription plan. So Marius is saying, are you using the correct product ID in your environment? Yeah, I can show you that. So here is Artisan Tinker. And then in the configuration of Spark, I have the hobby plan with the monthly and yearly IDs. So let's open the pedal dashboard again. Yeah, those should be fine. Monthly and yearly. Yeah, that's not a problem. You know what? Let's generate a new authentication key. Maybe there is something wrong with this key. I have no idea what, but maybe it is. So let's generate a key. Spark demo. And I'm gonna generate the key on the other screen. Generate key. Here it is. And I will edit it in the terminal on the other screen. Yep, that's the correct one. Let's refresh. It still doesn't work. Well, let's take one more look at the Spark configuration file. And let's open Spark in the vendor directory. Let's see what we got at the billable billing portal controller. So what's it doing here? Well, of course, this is not a problem. The problem is still within here. I think there's also, at some point, it needs to know the price, right? Where does it find the price? Plan. Spark Manager. Get plan prices. Let's take one more look at the log. So at the subscription, you don't have permission to access this resource. Is the pedal exception? Yeah, it's a pedal exception. I have absolutely no idea why it doesn't work. So I have access to pedal because I've used these auth codes last week and it was all fine. But this doesn't seem to work. And there's not a separate way to enable or disable sandbox in the pedal dashboard. Let's take one more look at this. No, that's literally what I did. Product prices. Get the prices for a set of product IDs. You know what? Let's swap the subscription plan with the product, just to see if that might work. Spark configuration, and let's edit them both. Oops. And let's refresh the billing. No, this still doesn't work. This is not the problem. Let's open the cashier documentation. Is there any way to verify the is there any way we can verify that the configuration is fine with Cashier? Let's see. Subscriptions. Prices. Let's do this. So within Tinker, gonna use the Cashier facade, I think. And then we're gonna retrieve the prices for the monthly subscription plan and the yearly subscription plan. Sure. Yeah, allow. So it's not returning prices. That's strange, right? And maybe if I try to retrieve a price for a product instead of a subscription plan. So for this one, also doesn't work. Let's disable the sandbox one more time. And let's refresh Thinker. Now I've got a price. And now I've got two prices. So that's strange. But all right. I've got two prices. And I've got a price here as well. So what's this kind of magic? What did we change? Oh, yeah, now you can see my vendor key. So why did the original key did not work? It's almost unbelievable because I'm very sure I've got the right key. So yeah, with the old key it works as well. I have no idea. This is really strange. And I didn't change a thing. Of course I did. I set it to false right here, but I tried that before. So maybe if we update this to euro again. It doesn't matter. And if I set it to true, it doesn't work. But then I need to do something like sandbox. Nope. All right. That's a whole different beast. Right. All right. I get it. Perhaps the config cache was cleared. Yeah, I didn't cache anything. It's a fresh Laravel application, so that shouldn't be a problem. But I'm glad we sorted it out. So maybe I should do this again sometime. Let's see if it works now. Let's change this back to false. So we've got a hobby plan and a yearly plan, a monthly plan and a yearly plan for the hobby. All right, I get it. Where's the Spark? So in the Spark configuration file, we have two different plan IDs for the hobby plan monthly and yearly. I almost can't believe it didn't work when I first changed it to false, but that's yeah, it's strange, but okay. Let's subscribe to the monthly hobby plan. And it seems to work. Let's do this. So I want to pay by PayPal. I'm going to do this again on my other screen. I agree. We are processing your PayPal payment. Subscription pending. And I'm on the hobby plan with the PayPal payment method. I got a receipt already. That's nice. That was quick. I can change the subscription plan to yearly, or maybe I'll keep it. All right, we've got something that works. Now let's see, what more does Spark has to offer? Middleware. So of course we want to know if someone is subscribed or not. In our application. Testing, customization. Yeah, this is one we need. So let's go to the dashboard. Resources, views, dashboard. And maybe within here, we could do something like if request user and then subscribed. Then we show it feature. So that's really easy. This is really, really easy. So within your application, you can just use this subscribe method to find out if your user has been subscribed or not. So maybe if it can use a certain feature or not. So let's add another route. So we're not only having a dashboard route, but maybe also a projects route. And let's duplicate the dashboard. Duplicate. And instead of dashboard, we are doing projects. Here are all your projects. And let's add those to the navigation. Dashboard, it's extending app layout. Components. This one. Layouts navigation. So here we've got a dashboard nav link, and I want one for billing. And I want one for projects as well. Let's refresh the application. Billing not defined, so maybe it's not named. So let's do this. So now we have billing, which takes us to the Spark billing portal. And we have projects with our new projects view. But I want to give access to this project route if a user is subscribed. So of course we can check it within the route, but we can also use middleware. Spark comes with the middleware, which is called subscribed as well. So let's add it to the kernel. HTTP kernel, and then in route middleware, we're going to add it subscribed, and let's import it with a full namespace. So now we can use this subscribe middleware within our routes. So maybe here, projects. It still works because I have valid subscription, but maybe if we register a new user, oops, I don't want to open Outlook. Register, don't save. And now when we hit projects, it still works. That's strange, right? Because this user is not subscribed. So why does it work? Maybe I didn't read the documentation correctly. However, if the user does not have an active subscription, they will be redirected to your application Spark billing portal. All right, that's exactly what we want. And this user is not subscribed, right? So why does it work? Why can't this user access projects? Let's go to the middleware itself. So app kernel. Let's see if it runs at all. It does run. Let's dump billable type. Billable type is user. So it's going to check if this user, let's see what it does. This does. So here type we're having user, request, and plan. We don't have a plan. The plan is null. Let's see what billable does. That's the user, and that should be the new user. That's right. And it's gonna fetch the subscription from the billable user, and that subscription is null. Oh, I am on a trial. Of course, because trial day is set to 5. That's it. So when I set this to null or to 0, it still works because it's probably hard-coded in the users table. Or not. Okay, let's go to billable again. Generic. Generic trial. Wow, this is complicated stuff, man. Let's go to projects. And maybe dump something like request user. What was it? Is on trial. On generic trial. It is. But why? Because I've updated trial days to 0. Maybe false. On the user model in the database, there should be a trial ends at field. Yeah, I thought. No, there isn't. Customers. Ah, here it is. So a user has a relation to customer. Thanks, Marius. That's it. So this customer is created probably when we first try to fetch the plan. And now it's redirected to the billing portal. All right. I got it. So you can't change trial days for existing users or customers. Makes sense. Makes sense to me. So this was a bumpy ride. Let's close all these files. Let's see. Let's create another user. So I'm going to delete this one. And I'm going to create a new user. Again. New. Now I'm logged in. I can go to the billing portal, but I want to go to projects. But that projects route redirects me to the billing portal. Because now we have a new customer to the third user model. And the trial ends at is null. So we don't have a trial. Yes, that's it. So to sum it up, the installation was easy, but I didn't get the idea of sandboxing. So let's take a look one more time at the Spark configuration file. In here there is, no, it's not in here. It's in the cashier configuration file. And with the environment file, we can set it to true or false with the pedal sandbox key. And whenever you set it to true, you need to use a completely different pedal environment. So now I'm logged into the vendors pedal.com dashboard. But I think since yesterday or maybe since 2 days, there's also a sandbox vendors pedal.com. So that's a completely different environment, a new dashboard just to fiddle around, which is great because this wasn't a feature of Pedal. So previously you had to cancel all your subscription plans and all your paid products. So that's quite an improvement. So because I'm using the live sandbox, the live pedal environment, I'm setting sandbox to false. And then within the Spark configuration file, that's right here, you can set up your plans. So I've specified a hobby plan with a plan ID. for both the monthly plan and the yearly plan. And then Spark is going to fetch it from Pedal itself. So when we open the billing portal, we can toggle between monthly and yearly. And these prices are coming from Pedal itself. You don't have to specify prices within your configuration file. And then when you hit subscribe, it's going to open the Pedal payment model. And it's handling all the subscription and payment stuff in the background using webhooks that we've set up. And this works at the moment at localhost because I am running expose somewhere. That's right here. So here you can see that Pedal has posted 3 webhooks to our demo application. So expose is making sure that our local development environment is accessible to Pedal with this public-facing URL. So when the webhook comes in, Spark handles all the subscription and plan stuff and payment stuff. And then within your application, you can use either a middleware, like we did on the projects route, right here. So this projects route is protected by the subscribe middleware, but you can also use it within within your app, throughout your application with this subscribe method on the user model or any model that you make billable. So we can do something like this in the dashboard if you want. Something like is subscribed or not subscribed. And of course for this new user it should say not subscribed. And then when I log in with my own account, yeah, is subscribed. Because I just paid for the monthly plan, which I didn't have to do probably if I had used the sandbox environment. So lesson learned, I should have read about the sandbox documentation. So Marius saying in the comments, perhaps a fun and interesting video would be to use a new Spark and Nova together. Use Spark to subscribe users while protecting Nova from unsubscribed users. Yeah, that is fun. So yeah, I've got a, I'm not sure if I set it up on this machine, because I have a Nova license somewhere. Yeah, let's see if this works. So in Composer, let's add the Nova repository as well. And we're gonna add the Nova dependency. And then hit Composer update. I hope my key is set up on this machine. That would be nice. Yeah, it is. So it's installing Nova version 3. And then we need to run Nova install and migrate. Let's do that. Yep. And let's see if, no. Let's go to the documentation first this time. Authorizing Nova. So we have a Nova service provider. And here we can specify a list of users that can access Nova. So here I've got my own email address. And then when we go to Nova, it works because I am me. But then, of course, we could change this to user subscribed. So to Vue Nova, a user must be subscribed, and I am. So maybe if I cancel my subscription, I probably got a few days left, so let's not do that. First I'm going to add it to the navigation. So let's duplicate billing and let's swap it with Nova. Of course, this stuff doesn't work. Never mind. Nova. So I am subscribed. I have access to projects and I have access to Nova as well. And now I'm gonna log in with the other user, which was new user. And I hope I set the same password. No, I didn't. Let's create another one. Register, new user 2, user 2. I'm not subscribed. I cannot access projects. And I don't think I can access Nova as well. And I can. Why? Why is this? Why I am not subscribed, right? Or did I change the did I change trial days to 5 again? No. So this user is not subscribed. It's impossible. User 4. That's the latest user. It's in this one is not subscribed. Let's do this. So I'm dumping the user and the subscribe boolean. And this still works. Unbelievable. Oh, by default, any user can access the Nova dashboard when the current application environment is local. Environment. Where are you, local? Here you are. So let's change this to production for the demo. And now I can't. So this is forbidden for me. I am not subscribed. I cannot go into projects and I cannot go into Nova. But what if I want to redirect users going into Nova? I probably need to register some custom middleware, I guess. I'm not sure how to do that, but it's probably within here. So Nova with authentication routes. Yeah, you need to add a middleware to the Nova configuration. Let's see. So instead of defining it here, we're just returning true. So now everyone can access Nova. Oops. Yeah, I can exit it again. Access it again. Let's add, what was it? Verify billable is subscribed. Let's add it to the middleware and see what happens. Yes, now I'm redirected to billing again. So now when I click projects, I'm redirected to billing. And when I click on Nova, I'm redirected to billing as well. And let's check one more time if my own user still works. So I am subscribed. You can see that in the billing portal as well. So my current subscription is a monthly hobby plan. When I hit project, I can see all my projects. And when I click on Nova, I am not redirected to the billing portal. So I think the way to go is to add this middleware to the middleware group on the Nova configuration file. Maybe a little fun thing we can add to the Nova user resource. Maybe you can add a plan here so we can see if the user is subscribed. I think boolean make has subscription, or maybe just one subscribed. I haven't worked with Nova for a long time, so I have absolutely no idea how to do this. Resolve using, is that one? No, let's check the documentation. Fits. I think it's some calculated field or something like that. Computed fields. Yeah. Oh yeah, you can give it a callback as a second argument. Something like this. And then this refers to the model, so return this subscribed. And this is an array, so let's refresh Nova. Yeah, and now we have a nice overview of the subscriptions. So the first user is subscribed and the other two are not. And you can probably add all kinds of fields to determine what kind of subscription maybe the user's on a trial or not. So yeah, it's fairly easy to use it with Nova as well. Just install Nova as is, and then add the verify billable is subscribed middleware to the Nova configuration. And again, this one comes from the Spark package. So I think that's it for today. What can I say? It's a huge improvement over the Spark Classic. Let's close all this stuff. Because Spark Classic, as it's now called, kind of forced you into, I think, Bootstrap 3 or maybe Bootstrap 4. And it worked well, but it was kind of hard to customize. And now with this next generation Spark, that's not even a point anymore. Because there's a completely separate billing portal. So you can just create your application, do whatever you want. This time I'm using Breeze, but you can use Jetstream or another front end. Whatever you like. You can just build your application and then you can install Spark. It comes with this billing portal, which you can customize as well. So you can customize the color and the logo, I think. So I didn't go into that because, yeah, I believe that works. Yeah, it's really easy to specify your subscription plans, but like me, don't be like me and forget about the sandbox environment. So that's something to look out for. There is a new sandbox environment for Paddle that I didn't know about. So I mixed the sandbox and non-sandbox plans and everything crashed. But if you just follow the documentation and keep sandboxing in mind, it's really easy to set up. It's really easy to protect your part of your applications from unsubscribed users or non-subscribed users. It's easy to get the subscription status within the application, and it comes with a middleware, so you can protect some of your routes, but you can also protect something like Nova. So I think just within a few minutes we've installed Nova and configured it to use the middleware that comes with Spark. So now only subscribed users can access Nova. It's like Maria says, it's incredibly modular and extensible, much more than the previous version. And of course, it supports pedal now, so that's great too. Because before this, it only supported what's called Stripe. It only had Stripe, and I'm a big fan of pedal, so that's great. I'm definitely gonna use this if I need to start a SaaS. It's by far the most easiest way to get started with payments, subscription payments within your Laravel application. At $99, it's absolutely a no-brainer. This will save you hours of time, maybe even days if you take all the swapping stuff in account. It's so easy to swap from a monthly plan to a yearly plan. You don't have to build all of this. And this looks really great, so you don't, and it's even responsive. So definitely use Spark if you're planning to build a SaaS with Laravel. That's it for today. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching me struggle with pedal sandboxing. And hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye bye.